All right, I think it started. Cool. Yeah, let's get started. Hello, everyone. Welcome, everyone, for the March edition of Loki Community Call. I'm myself, Kavi, and we have also Salva from our Loki's team today. Um, we are engineers working in Loki primarily. We also take care of Loki SaaS. Um, yeah, so we don't have much for the agenda per se. Also, it's a bit hackathon week in Grafana, so not much activity on the community side. So yeah, let's go to the agenda by one. So so this is the first one is in the conventional commits. So yeah, Loki community. So this is one of the ask from the community. Also, anyone who is creating a PR to the Loki repository. So the work is mainly from Trevor, also uh, from one of the Loki squad. So the basic idea is like we want to make the commits more consistent by following these conventional commits. And this applies to the whole repository, not just the core Loki. For any PR coming into Loki repository, for the Helm charts, for Tanka related dashboards or Loki operator, everything that's owned in the Loki repository. So that is a issue I created a month ago, I guess. Yeah, if you have any questions or thoughts, you can reply or comment in this issue. So the issue we keep track of, like what's the expectation from the community in terms of following these conventional commits. So the primary goal here is to, if you have a consistent commits, then it's easy to automate some of the painful things in the release process currently, which is release notes and then change logs. We are doing it very manually, at least those things during this release. So yeah, the goal is to make it automated. By that we can maybe release more frequently, like even every quarter or every month, whenever possible. So that's the main goal for the conventional commits. Yeah, feel free to take a look at the issue and share your thoughts if you have any. Okay. The second thing is, yeah, we have a minor release last week, 2.9.5 and 2.8.10. So nothing fancy there. It's just the main thing is some CVs and then some small enhancement there. So yeah, yeah. If you're running the previous version like 2.9.4 or 2.8.9, feel free to update if the CV matters to you. The couple of other things I think it's worth mentioning is also we have this updated structured metadata doc. So we documented it, how to use it, how to enable it, and then some examples. Maybe I can share the whole window probably to show the document. One sec. Yes. So yeah, basically, it will tell you like what is structured metadata, what's the purpose, and why we added it, and how to enable those things, and how to send structured log metadata, and how to query it back, basically how to use it. So the basically the user interface part is like you can query like any other label matcher here. So yeah, so it's like basically after line filter, and then so these are the structured metadata we ingester via the endpoint itself. um, so yeah, I find this document useful whenever I want to use the structured metadata or debug structured metadata, whether it's enabled or not. Like yeah, I think it's useful. That's one thing I want to share about the release. And yeah, this is another small thing. I think Danny added this one. Or Ed, I don't know. I think it's Danny. But anyway, so basically, like now we have entry in this metrics.go log line, which we usually use. We log for every single query that is run. And now it has additional information called chunk ref fetch time. So what that means is it can give you information about how long the for each query, how long the Loki is waiting to get this chunk reference from the index, basically. Yeah, maybe useful to if you see some slow queries and want to understand where the time is spent. So yeah, that's some of the highlights of the release, 2.9.5 and 2.8.10. And yeah, if no other question, the next one is Loki 3.0, which is basically I'm repeating what NASA had last month. So I think so. The goal here is at least to launch or finalize before GrafanaCon or during GrafanaCon, which takes place in 9th and 10th in Amsterdam. So yeah, so there are so many things coming in Loki 3.0. Unfortunately, I can't say everything. There is some surprise related to it. So yeah, so watch out for the date. Yeah, Loki 3.0 will be like a huge release and has a lot of cool features, to be honest. Yeah, that's the final thing is also, yeah, it's also another repeat from the NASA call last month. So now we have this auto variable. It's available from Grafana 10.2. I think the latest version in 10.4, if I'm not wrong. So what is it? What does that mean for the user? Is like currently if you're using Loki and doing LockQL, and particularly when you're doing metric queries, you have to use interchange these two variables, interval and the range, depends on instant query or metric query. So now you don't have to worry about that. These two variables, you can just use auto, and Grafana will choose the right time range for the instant or metric queries. Yeah, depends on what type of query it is. And you can find more info about how it works. I'll link the doc here. So yeah, basically, yeah. So I think it's available in from 10.2. So I think it's, yeah, if you're a cloud user, you already be having it. But yeah, if you have a Grafana more than 10.2, I think also you will this variable is available. That's pretty much it. Today's, I think this time is also short call, I guess. Yeah, does anyone have any questions or anything you want to add, Howdy or Salva, that I missed? Feel free.
The Bloom filter work is in the final steps, hopefully.
Yeah.
Been quite busy the last couple of weeks, months, to get the accelerated search work for the 3.0 release. Yeah, you can also follow it on GitHub. It's open, public, and there's been quite a lot of changes, a lot of code. Yeah, really excited for this feature.
Yeah.
And yeah, there aren't any documentation pages yet. So we'll have to be done still, but it's, yeah, it's not it's probably not for every specific or every single use case an improvement, but definitely for most large queries spanning across a lot of data, a lot of big time ranges.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. Thanks, Howdy. Yeah, I just want to add also, like, we have a lot of config changes coming in this 3.0. I think the whole team spent some time in deprecating and cleaning up a lot of configs. So the config looks a bit simpler in 3.0. Mainly, particularly because we removed a lot of deprecated ones, and then yeah, the backends which we don't support anymore, or like it's very old and no one runs it. At least most of the people.
Yep. The big change basically is that we only support DSDB in the future, and even BoltDB is already deprecated as a single store, and all non-single store, so like NoSQL storage backends are deprecated. They still work. They won't get any support or fixes anymore. But they continue to work as they are now. Likely to be removed in one of the next major releases.
Yeah, that's true. Thanks for.
I wanted to add on top of that we have created a tool that you can run against your config, and we'll tell you which of those configs are deprecated and which new configs you can use instead.
Do you know where it is? What's the name of the tool?
Config checker, I guess. But it's in the
Config
tools
checker?
directory, but it's not on top of my mind, the name. I can look it up.
Yeah, I think
it's called deprecated config checker.
Okay. Deprecated config
And
checker.
it's not in CMD, but in the tools directory.
Okay, makes sense.
Yep.
Nice. Thanks, Salma. Yeah, appreciate it, man. Yeah, so this tool is basically should tell you like Salva said, like should tell you what are the configs deprecated and also removed, right? If I understand correctly.
Yeah, deprecated it removes, and when it can, it will tell you what to use instead.
Yeah, and tell you how to upgrade, basically, right? Or,
yes, that's correct.
Yeah, this is great. Yeah, this tool. Yeah, feel free to. Yeah, I think it's really helpful for the community, I guess. Yeah, thanks, Alva, for adding that one. I think this tool is already in the main, I guess, but it's not in any of the 2.9 branch or anything. So yeah, it will be part of 3.0. Yeah, if you want to use it now with if anyone using or anyone following our internal weekly K branch should be able to still use it. This one now. Yeah, just want to note there. All right, cool. Anything else, folks? Yeah, if not, then we can wrap it up, I guess. Yeah, thanks everyone for joining, and yeah, have a nice rest of the week. See you on the next month then.
Yeah, see you next time.
See you.
Cool.
Bye.
See you.
Bye.